I'm Dr. Lawrence Brock, and this is L breathing. For my doctoral treatise, I developed a breathing exercise that I found out by doing the studies can have a profound effect on how people feel emotionally, physically, and mentally, and spiritually. So I'm going to go through and explain the process. The first step in learning how to do this is to discover whether you breathe a belly breather or a chest breather. Obviously, we don't really breathe into our belly, although it feels like that, but we're breathing into the bottom of our lungs. So put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, and just take a breath and see which hand moves. If your upper hand moves, the one on your chest, take some time to learn how to breathe into your belly. You do that by leaving one of your hands on your belly, and you do sort of forcefully stick out your belly as you're breathing in until you feel yourself breathing into that. It might take, some people seem to get it in a few seconds, it might take a few minutes. Either way is totally fine. Okay, so abdominal breathing, or I like to call it belly breathing because it's a little more fun, is an important part of this exercise. Okay? The next part is spinal movement. Now, part of what the spinal movement does is you breathe into your belly. When you move your spine, you arch your spine in the bottom, it fills up the upper part of your lungs. In a lot of yogic breathing, you consciously breathe into your belly and then just using your intention and your focus, fill up the upper part of your lungs. This makes it a much more flowing process. So you breathe into your belly, you arch your back at the same time at the bottom, pull your shoulders back, tilt your head back, and then exhale and relax everything back to neutral. So just take the time and practice. A lot of people find it easier to do it on the floor, lying down on a carpeted area with your feet flat on the floor and your knees up. The other aspect that I suggest is to breathe in and out through your nose and mouth, and you do that by leaving your mouth open a little bit and then focus on breathing into your nose. I've decided to do that because I've worked with a lot of athletes over the years. I know that it's hard for them just to breathe through their nose, which a lot of breathing techniques recommend. And I did a lot of research about it because I didn't want to just recommend on what felt right for me. So the research I found showed that you do get about 1/3 more air into your lungs by breathing in through your nose and mouth as opposed to just your nose. So you breathe in and out through your nose and mouth, breathe into your belly, arch your back. On the exhale, relax. Breathe in through your nose and mouth, into your belly, arch your back, pull your shoulders back a bit, tilt your head back a bit, and then breathe out. You don't want to force the air to be all the way out like a lot of breathing exercises do. Just breathe out naturally. And then as you breathe out, allow your body to go back to the neutral position. I do suggest practicing this. I think it takes about 3 days of 10 minutes practice to really get it down. And then after that, I suggest practicing every day for a while. It seems to take about 3 months to change your normal everyday breathing. I also have another video here about an L breathing session, which I do strongly suggest, which incorporates journal writing along with the L breathing session. In the beginning, when you learn the L breathing, the movements will be a little more exaggerated. The purpose of practicing is to incorporate this movement into your daily breathing. Once you learn how to do it, it's very subtle. I'm doing it right now, and you probably can't even see my body moving. And that's what will happen. When you're practicing, sometimes you exaggerate it more because you might have some tightness in your shoulders or lower back. But in general, when you're doing it throughout the day, it becomes natural.